So Aaron is getting us underway in our semi-final here, coming live and exclusive from Achill Island Hotel. So the semi-final is a race to 8 between Stephen Jennings and Aaron Moyles. I have to speak a bit quietly now because Jinxie is right next to me. It's a nice containing shot by Aaron. He's a bit soft though. He wanted to be behind that yellow. That's what he was aiming for. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to see a tactical battle. That's a nice shot. So Aaron will definitely be coming back to the table at some stage, we expect, because this is a tough ask, even for players of this ability. Really only got one difficult ball, that's the red that's near the 3 yellows. But he has enough options and he's enough Q power, by God, to get into that. Okay, he tried it there, but he's going to get a couple of more goes at this. Possibly from the middle. The ball is in the middle of the table, he'll be able to come in off that. So for now, he's just going to try and put top 3 reds. Yeah, he did go for that pot. We're gonna turn down the brightness on the camera. So oh, that was tricky. Oh no, that's not good. So Aaron has an out here. We can see a pattern here. So that yellow that's above the black, that will definitely go into the opposite pocket. Okay, he had a chance. He turned it down. He might regret it. So I love this tactical battle. This is great. So we've just got our overhead turned on as well. It's on the right hand side. And it's turned into quite a tactical battle, but I think Jinxie's just lost that tactical battle. So we'd expect Aaron to finish from here. So there's nothing complicated in this out. He's going to take the one that's closer to the bottom rail, avoid the black when he comes back up, and then he'll have the next yellow into the same pocket, and then the black into all three into the same pocket. Quite straightforward. Don't go in behind the red. Don't go in behind the red. What's going on here? So this frame is weird, right? The amount of mistakes. They're not really mistakes. Well, that one was now. But we've had a touchy, edgy first frame. The only way he can put this now, he can only see the kind of left hand side of the yellow. So unless he takes the yellow in off the red, we're gonna see Jinxie back at the table. Okay, so it's ball in hand. Okay, and you have to say this is not just Jinxie has a shot back at the table, but he's now gonna clear up from here. If not, why not? So there's no difficult shots here for a guy of his ability. So he has a choice. He has a choice of any of the four of them really, but he should stay away from this one on nearest black. I think because the other ones he can't really mess up the angles on the other three. This is a little bit straightforward, yeah. And the same. So this one is a very straightforward shot, and then it's on the next ball. It's how he lands on the third ball down the way, and you can see where he put he was pointing. So that's fine, absolutely fine. He's slightly higher than it. You can see from the overhead, he's slightly got a slight drawback. So you just have to draw back in line with where his cue is now. That's exactly where he wants to. He wants to be nice and straight. So he's changed his mind slightly, but he's absolutely still perfect. Yeah. Jinxie, you got your first frame on the board. Okay, oh my god. That took quite a while, that frame. It was weird. Okay, first one to Jinxie. Okay, so Jinxie's breaking. Okay, he's got a red. He's got a red. I can see from the overhead, he can get across to the other red. Look at that. Nearly all the balls are travel up to the top half of the table with all that Q power he has. Yeah, if we didn't have the overhead camera, we wouldn't have been able to see that. From the front camera, it didn't look like it was on, but from the overhead, you could see it was clearly on. And that was a nice, tidy shot. Um, so once he gets rid of these two, oh my God, he he thought what I thought, which is it was a foregone conclusion, but not to be. So the score isn't updated at the moment, but at the moment it is. I'll give you the score verbally here. It is Jinxie is leading by 1 frame to nil. So we're now in the second frame. So because Aaron has majority of the balls in the top half of the table, he's now taking this bottom one so that he has um, 3 balls at the top half the table, smaller, little more controlled shots, and they're all kind of really tap ins, tap tap tap. So nice and relaxed. Don't need to do much with the cue ball at all, although he might still do a lot with it. Yeah, okay. The main thing here is he has to avoid hitting the black. That should be okay. He just needs to come down on the ball a little bit. Made it a little bit tougher than it should have been. So that's not the 3 balls that he had. That's not the pattern I would have gone. He's a far better player than me. but he made that harder for him than it should have been. And he actually nearly went in off. But anyway, he'll take it. We're level, scores are level at 1-1. Aaron is breaking. Good old IQ power. Two, bang, bang, two in. Thanks very much. Turn down the brightness on the overhead camera. A little bit too dark now. I'm going to turn it back up a tiny bit. Yep. So Aaron would have been happy to have at least got a ball off the break, but this is a bit of a tricky layout. He'll be happy that he has a pattern. He'll be able to see a pattern by now. He's been looking now for uh, well over a minute. So he has a pattern. What he's paying particular attention to is all of the reds that are the traffic that's in his way. So he's going to have to do a fair bit of movement of the ball. So he needs a rest actually for this first shot. So Aaron's gone off to get a rest. So by playing a rest, he's gonna be playing. He probably doesn't have to use a rest very often, but when you do it, it is different. It's not something you probably practice a lot yourself. Still expect him to be absolutely no problem, but it's not about potting it. It's where the white ball is, control of the white ball. So he's he's flicked up and hit our overhead camera. He's knocked it slightly off center, but that's okay. We'll allow him. So he'll be happy with that. He'll be happy with that. So that white looked like it was tracking into the middle pocket actually. Yeah, so Aaron will be a bit disappointed with that shot. The shot itself was, you wouldn't call it easy, but it wasn't, you wouldn't call it difficult either. So, Jinxie, what have you got? Yeah, wow, that's a mistake. So he tried to do an awful lot with the spin, the side that he put on it. So that was an easy one to putt, but it wasn't an easy one. It wasn't easy to get the spin. So that throws the rate off a little bit more. Yeah. So I know the score shows as 0-0 at the minute, but the score is 1-1. We're in the third frame. So what does Aaron see here? He has I can see from the overhead, he has a pot on this yellow. He can pot it. What does he see in terms of pattern? That's what I'm asking. Okay, it was a containing shot. So he meant to do what he did. He meant to leave that red down there. So Jinx has two trouble balls, or three, if you include the one on the right near the yellows. Oh, he'll do the same again now. So he's gonna be potting this, hitting his on red legal. He potted Aaron's yellow. It's just called a loss of turn. So that's not a foul anymore. That would have been a foul in all money, but in international rules, that's totally legal. So you can't. It gets rid of goalkeepers basically, and it makes the games much faster, which is a really good thing. So it's a bit like the first frame. It's gone all tactical. So now when you look at the table, you look at Jinxie. These two trouble balls are now over pockets. So although he has six balls on the table, he'll be looking, get me in, and I'm going to finish. So Aaron has to be careful here. Yeah, that was a tidy shot. That was a tidy shot. A tap on the table from Stephen Jennings. Appreciates the quality of that shot. Jinxie is taking a seat. He's making himself comfortable. So you can tell by his body language he wasn't happy with that shot. And he can't make a mistake now, Aaron, because Jinxie no longer has any trouble balls whatsoever. So I can see from the overhead it's going to be difficult to come in on from the right hand side. He's left as he's looking down at the table. It's actually not easy to come past the black either, but he's going to look for that gap. Okay. Yeah. So he's looking to see when he pots that red, can he flick off the other red and move it into an easier position? So he's doing that earlier because good players always try and get the difficult shots out early, so that if they need a second go at it, they have. So he doesn't need a second go. So now he's favourite to win. And just as I say that, he misses what is in for anyone can tell it was an easy shot. So this is obviously tricky. So there's nothing that Aaron can hide behind. So Jinxie has a ball in every corner pocket. So where can he leave the ball that's going to put Jinxie in trouble? And the answer is if you pick that ball up in your hand and you tried to put it somewhere, you couldn't put it anywhere. Okay, so that's one option. Get rid of those. Now he only has three balls hanging over pockets. And actually, what we can see is he's pulled off an amazing shot. So he's knuckled Jinxie on the right hand top corner ball. He can't see that. Yeah, see, he's tapping the table a couple of times now in appreciation of that shot because he can't get to any of the three reds. So he's actually completely and utterly snookered. So that was an outrageously good shot from Aaron Moyles. Congratulations. He's now hot favourite to go 2-1 up. Jinxie's trusting to luck here, and he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. So players at a standard, ball in hand, two balls left, nothing else in your way. You expect a finish. So Aaron is taking his time. He's relaxing. He's composing himself. Yeah. So he went for now an easier shot on the yellow. So all he has to do is just put it in. There's nothing hard on it. Just roll it so it'll pop up. White will pop up. Black then into the middle. Yeah. So he didn't have to play that hard. That's why he changed from what he thought first. That's a nice option. That's a really good shot. So Aaron now goes 2-1 up, and we're going to have to put it on the highlights clip. That shot that Aaron played to put Jinxie in trouble was absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. When I said I didn't think you couldn't even pick the ball up, place it anywhere that would cause trouble. Um, but by God, he did. So you have to see it, but by God, you have to be able to play it as well. And he was able to do both of those things. So like that's millimeter precision, absolutely millimeter. So well done, Aaron. You're 2-1 up. Jinxie to break. So Jinx, you'll be happy with that. We would say. Oh, he's gone taking Reds. Okay. So I can see from the overhead that he's able to get to this red in the bottom left corner. So he was only lining up where he's going to put the white ball after potting that. So as long as he was at the top half of the table, he was always going to get that shot from that plant. See, the reason why he didn't want to play the plant is that the white ball would have been coming down to the bottom half of the table and it could have got caught with those yellows. So these guys are looking at what's the shot that's going to give me the best control. So that's why he took the shot that he did. He's now still in the top half of the table. He didn't expect to miss that. And Aaron can see a pattern here easily. There's nothing difficult. He has 2, 4, 5 yellows, and it's literally going to be really simple. So he's decided that the yellow on the over the middle pocket on the left, probably decided the ball on the left is going to be his last ball. So he's going to tidy up these three. One. So he's two options here. He can take the one that's nearest the, the bottom rail first, but he's not straight enough on that. He has to do a little bit of work with the white ball. Okay. Yeah, so he didn't do enough with the white ball, so he's now got it. It's a little bit delicate because he's coming up. All right, he's going to dig down on it. Okay, that's a really, really strong shot. Oh my God, that's a strong shot. Obviously, he makes it look simple, but really the amount of bottom side he put on that was really good. All that left hand, all that spin, he's right under this now. He's right behind this. He sees the full pocket. Jinxie sportingly comes out of his way because he was on his line of sight. Oh wow, that's just nerves. That's all that is, pure and simple. That's just nerves. Bit of tension, bit of nerves, bit of tension. That's all. So Jinxie didn't think he'd be going back to the table. He's trying to pop it out. That's a nice shot. He wants it to slow down. slow down enough. Yeah, you can see from the overhead, he's got plenty of angle here. Just needs to be careful with the white, but other than that, he should be absolutely fine. Find the white. So there isn't an easy out here for Stephen Jennings. So he has to be obviously careful that Aaron has everything available and open. So he's going to probably play off the yellow, pot is red. So he tried it in such a way that he didn't leave the cutback on that red. He's not left access to the red over the top right. But Aaron can get to the top left. That might be the shot he goes for. If he does go for it, Aaron, he's going to be all in. It's a difficult shot. So if he tried it and failed, he's going to lose the game. So he's decided he's going to play safe and get that his difficult raid off the cushion, which he's just done. So we have a special guest here, I think. We're going to have an, another commentator. So, hello, Oisin. So just to give you an update on the score is 2-2 at the minute. It's shown on the screen as 0-0, but that's because the Q score tablet isn't working at the minute. But
Oh, okay.
don't let that distract you. So this is one more game that's gone quite tactical. Okay, tactics are over now. Aaron has an out here. Should we expect him to finish this? He surely can't make a mistake. This
On my phone at my house, I was watching this live. I followed and liked.
nice one. And what's your experience watching it? Do you like watching it on the screen?
Yeah, very entertaining.
Well, it's live and exclusive from us down at Anakla.
Achill Pub Pool League. I probably got that wrong.
Yeah, good out. So Aaron leads by 3 frames to 2. So Aaron has taken a little bit of a break.
Hello, welcome back to Aquaculture League.
So we're on a small mid-session break. So the score is 3-2 to Aaron. We can see our scoreboard is fixed now. We have a plan B solution, don't we, Yoshi?
Yeah,
No
we
lie.
do.
So thanks for our drinks that were brought to our table.
Thank you.
So I reckon, Oshin, we'd be able to order whatever we want, and it would just be delivered to our table.
Ooh.
So I see you're on cider. Fair play. Ciderona.
No,
Ciderona. Okay, Oshin, welcome back to everybody.
welcome back.
So the score, as you can see, is Aaron Moyles leads Stephen Jennings by 3 frames to 2, and Stephen is breaking. Okay.
What a break.
What a break indeed! What a break! So that black ball nearly spun in. So
Yeah.
what happens if the black ball did go in? Do you know?
I think it's called a golden ball.
Well, in some formats, it's called a golden ball. In this format, the black ball comes back up again and
Yeah.
gets put back on its spot. So Stephen he's spotted the ball off the break, so he has a choice. The red and yellow connection to the black is a bit tough.
It's not. Oh no. Oh, that would have
He didn't want to do that.
been what a shot.
He didn't want to do
Now
that.
everyone went in. Go.
Okay, so Stephen tried to get rid of that problem ball. We can see from the overhead that he all he did was move the red. The yellow is still connected to the black, so he hasn't solved that problem yet. So
Seems like a hard problem to solve.
it is a hard problem to solve. Machine, you're right. So he might. What's he gonna do here? What does he see?
He might
What does he
put
see?
pot the 8.
What does he see?
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's not how what I would have played, but everyone sees something different. So you would expect him to have left himself with something on the yellow, but what he did was he decided he's going to tie up the black. So that problem still exists for both players.
oh.
Now this time, Aaron has to decide how can he solve whatever problem he has. Yeah. So he went for that. So so these players are fast, but you can see they're taking their time properly over these shots because they're not obvious.
No more advertising beer now.
So this frame has gone quite tactical as well. There's actually quite a number of frames being tactical. So it hasn't been all pot, finish frames in 2 minutes. It's been quite tactical.
It seems like going for the red to the middle. Oh, he might. He might not. Oh, he might be going for the red bottom right. Oh,
So we can see from the overhead camera that the red is closest to the black and be potted. So the difficulty is with the fact that the red below the black is not potable. So you would have to develop that somehow. And the thing is here, you don't want to be running in. You don't want to be running in trying to break those up because you could end up potting the black, and that wouldn't be a good idea. Surprised if that shot was like that.
oh, so close.
He's throwing his arms up in the air. He didn't expect to miss that. What a shot! But not
Indeed.
in. But he wanted to pot that red. Now the red is behind the black.
Oh, I
So
didn't see that.
if he does get on the black, he has to put the black and the red. Well, he'd be able to do it, but it's not easy. You know, we're going to see how he's going to play this.
Seems like it's just not.
So he's got one difficult red. You see that red that's above the yellow? That's a little bit tricky.
Oh
But he could he could double that in. So he could double that into the other pocket. Yeah. And he's on that now, right? Just now would be the right time to play that shot. To play this one on the left hand near the yellow, double it into the other middle pocket. Uh, but he has to put everything into that shot if he takes it. So I think he's deciding the other red. He's going to pot this red first, and then he's going to pot that red in off the yellow. Because if he goes through the double and
yeah.
mid,
I can't see where you're going.
well, he
So he's saying the top left.
he was reviewing all his options, and he executed that well. But he had to put everything into that because if he didn't get that, the table was completely open.
So the top right one first, then the second middle red one.
Yeah, that's dropped in. Yeah, that's four. So are we going to see a monster break like we saw yesterday? So in a frame yesterday, Aaron broke. He said later to me that he was under frustration, but he potted how many? Five reds and one yellow. He had only two reds left, the black, and he did finish. So it was a rack, but it was a monster break. Most people in the room, or anyone I spoke to, they've never seen a break like it, like live. You see it on, you know, you see it on television, you see it whatever, but to see it live at this level, at local level in Achill, in Austin and Achill, that was quite special. Okay, so he's got something. A yellow dropped, so it's a little bit weird. We have the black in the same position we had as in the last frame, and it's tying up one of the yellows. So we can see from the overhead that that's quite tight up. That doesn't go anywhere. So Aaron called red. Just to be clear, you have to the ball that you pot. You have to call it if it's marginal. Especially there was so many yellows there, so that was a sporting thing to do from Aaron. So he's gonna tap this in nice and nice tap, nice tap, nice tap. Yeah, okay. So he's on, and he sees a pattern for a finish. So that I can see from the overhead that the black is on. It's really delicate. Talking about having a problem ball. So Stephen Jennings had the same problem in the last frame. A problem ball stuck to the black in the top left-hand corner. Okay, so keep your eyes on this, folks.
It's the same game.
Yeah, it's the same kind of problem. So I wonder, you might see Stephen flick off that yellow, the long yellow here, and flick off that yellow, flick off the black. Actually, flick off the black would be absolutely ideal. That's needs to be very precise. Let's see if he can do it. So he's going to go in off the cushion first. Ah, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! That was really nice. That was really nice. Now he's not totally solved the problem because the black is still in the way of that yellow, but he's half solved the problem. Only half solved it, but he has to go again. He needs to be very careful he doesn't, whatever he does, whoever he attempts to solve it, he doesn't end up potting the black. So that was a containing shot from Aaron. So he basically he doesn't think Jinxie can finish this frame, which be a fair assumption. So Jinxie would be happy if he could get that other yellow away from the black. Then everything would change for him. So at the moment,
So he's on yellow.
Stephen is on yellows and Aaron is on reds. So you can see the shot that Stephen played, and where he's left the white ball. Aaron has nothing easy here. We're gonna look at this from the overhead. Okay, look at that. Look at what Aaron has just done again. He's put he's yeah. So Aaron has put the yellow ball stuck back onto the black again. But how delicate was that shot? Because if he'd mistimed it, he would have potted the black. Now, okay, so remember I said it earlier. I think Stephen will be happy now because now those two yellows are away from the black. So now everything has changed. So I think we're going to see it. The game is going to open up after this shot, unless Aaron plays another good containing snooker, basically, or a good containing shot. Yeah. So Stephen gives a little applause to Aaron for that shot. So there's a lot of congestion down there. A lot of congestion, but Aaron he'll be okay with that. He'll be okay with that. So Aaron is now favourite to go 5-2 up. So we can see we think Stephen is gonna run the yellow right up to the top. He's gonna try and go in off the black. So it makes it quite a big pocket, a really big pocket. Okay, he's apologising slightly. I think that's because he didn't expect to be that far off. He meant to clip the black, not hit it the way he did. That's the only reason why he would apologise. So he's playing in a containing shot as well. Okay, the reason why he is because Aaron can pot this red, but he can't then develop these two reds here. So I think you're going to see Aaron trying to make those, put those in a position that he can pot next when he next comes to the table. So that's a really good white. That's a really good white. So what does Stephen do here now? What does Stephen do here? So that was a good shot from Aaron. That was well considered. So Stephen's he's gonna go hit the yellow and go inside of the. Oh, nice man! Oh, nice. Maybe he felt he had enough of the tactics.
See.
That was a big shot that he just played. A really big shot. Look at that control on that. Look at the control on that. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful shot. Yeah, well done. It was a beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Well done. Yeah, Aaron called it just there as well. The players talked to each other during the game, and Aaron is saying, "Yeah, really good double." So we can say it. It was a really good double. That was a cracking. That was an absolutely cracking finish. The double obviously made it. That was a really, really difficult double. Well done. Well done, Stephen. Well, it's a race to 8. It's 3-4 at the minute in favour of Aaron Moyles, and it's Stephen Jennings to break. Is he going to give it a good wallop? I reckon he is. He's going to give it a good wallop. Watch the white ball driving down. Look at the white, the white, the white, the white, the white. Oh no. Oh no, disaster. Because this table, that was such a good break. This table is completely open. Yeah, that was a really good break. 2 reds and 1 yellow went down, but also the white went down. So let's see if Aaron is going to be happy with that. So he shouldn't have been anywhere near that yellow. He wanted to go past it, for sure, but he didn't want to be right beside it. So it's blocked. So I'd say he was definitely expecting to be on the middle. I'd say he has a half pocket to the corner. A half pocket. Yes, a half pocket. Good shot. You can hear Jinxie here applauding that shot as well. So literally, Aaron only had half. So, so Aaron is going to be going for a cross double here. And he's just checking himself. He needs to make sure he knows where the white ball is going so that he's on the black. There's no point. There's no point on the red and then not being on the black. So he had a bit to do with that white ball. Yeah, we've welcome to all 47 people that are watching live right now.
Thank you very much for
Very much. Yeah.
watching.
We're here all day. This is Oshin and Jer.
You've been here all day.
I've been here all day.
I have.
Yeah, but from now, this is Oshin and Jer giving you or
I've been
commentary
here since like
or
9 a.m.
expert analysis. So how long have you been playing pool, Oisin?
I'd say a year.
Well, you might be a future superstar playing pool,
Or maybe a year and a half.
or a year and a half. Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know. Oh, we nearly have 300 views. 292.
Okay.
And that makes me curious.
So you'd want to have a camera down there where Aaron is. We can't quite see if he can see a bit of the red. We think he can. It is so tight. Yeah, he can. He can. He can. Obviously. See. Yeah. Oh yeah. You can see a good bit. Okay. So the only tough shot he has is that red, that yellow over the corner pocket. So these are missable. So he's playing a long shot.
Oh, it seems like Aaron's going to win in this.
No, well, Stephen's at the table, and Stephen has a long shot on the yellow, and if he pots it, he becomes favourites. But he
His
has,
favourites mean
but he has to pot
in
it.
pool.
So he's given himself every chance. He's following through.
And he has.
Yeah, he has. So now he could have played that with a lot of backspin and would have brought him into the middle of the table, making easier. But he decided to make an easier pot, and that's absolutely fine. He's going to play this down the rail, and the reason is, oh, that's nice. That's a nice shot. So the reason is he you see where the white is. He was covering the red anyway, so that was a really excellent shot. That was an excellent shot.
Ooh, Stephen's catching up.
He is, yeah. So you expect him to finish from here. He's putting, look at all that side he's putting. Just look at all that side he's putting. He doesn't. He didn't need to do that, but he did. He's now straight on this. So it's a long shot, but you expect him to pot it. You expect him to pot it. You expect him to pot it. You expect him to pot it, and he didn't. And he didn't. Oh my God. Okay, he's probably going to regret that. Aaron's going to be tight. The red's going to be tight to the black. Going to be tight to the black, one way or the other. So Stephen, he has no choice. He has to go up to the top end of the table, come down. He has to avoid the red. He has to avoid the red. So if he hits the red first, it's a foul.
Oh.
If the black goes in after hitting the red, he's in trouble. So we'll see. It's a good line. It's a good line. It's a good line. It's a good line. Oh my God.
What a shot.
What a shot. Okay, this time. Okay, there's. Okay. So that's Aaron tapping the table, appreciating like we did that was a good shot from Stephen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Aaron is in trouble now. Aaron, oh my God, what do you do here? He might be forced into just a hit and hope shot.
Yeah. Seems like it.
So what he wants to do. So what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He wants to wipe on that side. It's not possible.
The viewers can't see your finger.
I have no idea how we can solve this problem. No idea. Okay, so Yeah, as I thought, he was forced. Yeah, he was forced into trying to pot it. So it's 4-4. Yeah, so Aaron conceded that frame. Okay, so we're now 4 frames apiece. A race to 8. We're coming to you live and exclusive from Austin and Lanakla. Me, Jer, and my co-host Oshin, watching this big break from Aaron. The same thing has happened, Stephen. The last frame potted plenty off the break, but he also potted the white.
Oh,
Yeah.
I noticed that.
So, wow, not happy with that. But you know what? Do you know
We
what?
have over 600 or 300 views.
Yeah, but that's because we're
You for 309
yeah,
views.
but that's because we're brilliant. They all came in to listen to us, didn't they?
Yeah, we're all famous.
But do you know what happened this time in the frame? That didn't happen the last 2 frames. Black didn't get tied up in the top corner with a load of other balls.
Oh yeah,
Right. So what that's gonna mean, most likely,
the black ball's kind
is
of lonely now.
right in the middle, kind of lonely. Yeah, it's easy to pot. That's the thing, right? So I'd expect to see an out here now. So we can see the pattern. There's a double involved. There's only one double. So he's going to take that middle ball. He's going to take this one, and then he'll play a double. So there's definitely one double involved. He's not really got any position to move it. And why would you move it? Fairly straightforward double. So he's in perfect position. We think, he wants to be straight on that red, along the red, the one that's in between all the yellows. He wants to be straight on that because he has to pull back a little bit. He wants to pull back at least a foot. Yeah, that's okay. He's going to be happy with that. So he's going to be playing a double here, and then going to be on the black. Oh man! Oh man! Look at that!
It could be.
Oh man!
Put the
Do you know how difficult that shot is, Oshin? That's
oh,
on those corner pockets. Those shots are so difficult.
what
That was a really good
shot?
what a shot! Correct. What a shot! So, well done, Stephen. It's now
5 to
5-4.
Stephen, 4 to Aaron.
So, when you came, what was the score?
2-3 to
Yeah,
Aaron.
yeah. Okay, a nice break from Stephen. So, unlike the last couple of frames, a white ball has not gone in same time. So just to give you a score update on the other semi-final that was played on the other table, streamed on the Facebook. Colin Holmes was the winner against Daniel Feeney Jr. Danny Feeney. Well done to Colin Holmes. He is going to await the winner of this game that we're watching live and exclusive now. So Stephen is on form now. That was a nice shot.
Is Stephen on red?
He's on reds. He's got work to do
Oh, he
here.
might win.
Yeah, he's got work to do here because that red that's near the black, that doesn't really go anywhere. Oh my god, that was an outrageously good shot. So he had to stun that up and pop that yellow and move the red, and he did that. Look at that stunning shot that he just played. That was absolutely top drawer.
I was gone.
No, you didn't see it. Okay. I'll show it to you in the replay later. But that was a really stunning shot.
Oh, thank you for 340 views altogether.
They must love our commentary. Okay.
It seems like Stephen's gonna win.
No, well, he's got a difficult black
Oh yeah.
ball. What's in his advantage is that he's. Oh, look at that for a shot. Look at that for a shot. Look at that for a shot. 6-4. Excellent. So Stephen is really on form now. So he was trailing earlier, but now he's absolutely flying it. So that was a good finish.
It
So
really was.
yeah, that was a good finish. So the shot on the second last red was stunning, right? Absolutely stunning. Well done, Stephen.
That was
So
very impressive.
Aaron is going to have to see, can he counter that? Let's see if he can do a monster break like he did yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Tell us what happened yesterday with that monster break.
So he potted 3. No, he potted 5.
5 reds and 1 yellow.
Yeah.
So let's see if he can repeat anything like that. Keeping the white ball on the table would be a help. Monster break. Monster break. Okay. He nearly didn't keep the white ball on the table. It hopped off. Absolutely hopped. He really hammered that. So he told me afterwards yesterday, when he made that break, he was a bit frustrated. That's like kind of more Q power, more shoulder power, more lift in his arm, whatever it might be. Something caused that. So quite nicely, black is in the middle of the table, but the black this time has some neighbors,
Oh yeah.
companions.
He's not lonely anymore.
Not lonely anymore. So that black ball is going to be a difficult ball to control, to pot. So there's no easy out here. You can easily pot 3 or 4 of any color, but to try and finish from the inside of that, that's quite tricky. There's too much congestion, too much traffic. So the way you clear all the traffic is you do it one by one, right? So he's taking yellows, that's fine. He's probably going to take the next yellow after this will be the yellow close to the black. And if he can get rid of those other yellows, yeah, I mean, listen, he's at the table, right? These guys just want to be at the table. They have a chance. We always have a chance if they're at the table. Ferrara is doing a really tidy job of clearing up all that traffic that's in the middle of the table. So once he gets rid of this yellow here, the black then will seem to be out in the open.
He didn't puck with his face. He tried to only do it to me, but he didn't really.
Aaron, sorry about that earlier. So Stephen has a ball in hand. So he's probably going to be attacking these difficult balls quite quickly. Difficult ones being on the left. So that didn't work out right, but he's going to get another go at it. Okay, he's going to pick them off one by one now. Yeah, so he can just screw back on this. It's absolutely fine. So he's going to reassess. You know, am I better off taking the one on the right, or am I going to deep screw? If I deep screw, where am I going to place the white? So it's good that he's taking his time. He's reviewing it all. Where do I want the white?
He's really scanning the place.
It's come back on a sixpence. Yeah, you can see this.
Look for the middle pot.
Yeah, so you can see plenty of the red. So he can do whatever he wants here with the white ball.
He
He's
clearly
going to dig
can't.
down. He's going to come back towards the black. Did it more than he wanted to, so he has to be careful here. He doesn't get snookered behind the yellow. Yeah, so just be careful. Give it every June attention. Yeah, don't get snookered behind the yellow. Don't get snookered behind the yellow. Don't get snookered behind the yellow. Yeah. So he won't be happy with that, Oshin. He won't be happy with that because this is tough. This is tough. That was tough. That was tough.
What a shot.
That was a great shot. That was a tough shot. Well done. 7-4. So sometimes they say, "How's your luck?" They didn't get much luck there now, did he?
Seems like Stefan is a bit nervous.
So Aaron was ahead in the match, but now he's 3 frames behind. So he's just got to be calm. He's got to be relaxed. Look, view his options. So he has all the ability in spades. He just needs to see, can I pick the right option at the right time? Can I execute at the right time? So one shot at a time. So he's looking at the bottom of the three yellows. So he's putting it up to Stephen. Putting it up to Stephen. Stephen, can you finish from here? And he thinks the answer is no. If he thought the answer was yes, he wouldn't have played that. Because he had two pots that he could have made. But
Seems like they're both
Aaron obviously decided, I'm going to play that particular shot, and I'm going to see can Stephen finish. That's a really good start for Stephen. That could have gone wrong. So how's your luck on the so you executed it reasonably well. But he didn't want that yellow to come all the way up to his.
Wait, who's on red?
Yeah, but he's not on the red that he wants to be on. He wants to be on his red here.
Who is on red?
So Stephen is on reds. So he just potted here and he wants to pot that. So he might end up playing a containing shot. Might. Not sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And we've just noticed we have 55 viewers watching. Thank you all for 55 viewers.
Well, we had 391 views up until now.
Yeah.
In our semi-final, the first semi-final between Stephen Jennings and Aaron Moyles. So the second final, in case you missed it, Colin Holmes won by 8-2 against Daniel Feeney Jr. And in this final, Stephen is 7-4. So, thing with being 7-4 is Stephen only needs one frame. Means Aaron can't really afford any slip ups. Can't afford any slip ups. So we'd expect Aaron to come out with this, and that would be still 7-5 to Stephen. So Stephen is still the hot favorite here. Yeah, so Aaron won't be happy with that shot. He meant to come all the way across. He wanted this to be pretty straight. Oh, that's a really good shot. That's a really good shot under pressure. The pressure he's under is quite immense. You know, Stephen Jenkins only has to win one frame. This was a complete and utter clearance from Stephen if Aaron missed that. Yeah, that was a really good yellow. Well done, Aaron.
Jenny,
So it's 7-5 to Jennings. So the crowd is starting to form around the table here. It's really nice. The other semi-final is finished, so all eyes are on this table now, and we are gonna hit 400 views in a few minutes, I would say.
oh,
Yeah.
maybe seconds.
So this is quite compelling viewing.
9.
Yeah. So Aaron is breaking here, and let's see, are we gonna get a
Please.
monster break from Aaron?
Please.
We're gonna go.
400 views.
Yeah, we will.
Last time we got over 1,000.
We're gonna get a monster break. Keep the white ball on the table. Keep the white ball on the table. Keep the white ball on the table.
We have 400 views. Thank you all for 400 views.
Yeah. So Aaron, it's my breaking today. So he was dry again. So there isn't a straightforward pattern here because that red and yellow at the top of the table, both of them are in each other's way. Well, the way he's played this tells me that that's not the case. That yellow must be on. Otherwise, he wouldn't have played it like that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's tidy, tidy pot.
Right.
So
If we have 402 views and 50 current viewers, shouldn't we have 52 current viewers? Hmm?
So Stephen can't think that he's over the line here. You know, Aaron is good enough to win a few frames on the bounce. Absolutely. He has to give every shot due consideration. So It could be all down to this one shot. All down to this one shot. If he gets this right, he's into the final. He's gonna play a run inside. Yeah, look at all that power he put into it. Yeah,
he put in all the effort.
there's a good chance he's gonna get another effort at it. If not in this frame, at least in the next frame. But Aaron is under pressure. So he's gonna play a containing shot here. Probably has no choice. He's got 7 on the table. It's not that he has 7 balls, it's that the 7 that he has are not in great position. So he's going to disturb the 2 that are difficult. So he's thinking, where do I leave the white? So don't give Stephen a chance. So he really where he wants to be is top rail. Okay, he's covered both yellows. That's the first
Oh, it
objective.
seems like
Yeah,
Stephen's due.
little tap of the table for Stephen.
What's it
Decent
called?
shot. Please just relax. Yeah. Okay, he's hit it. It's fine. Just hitting it is not enough at this level.
I thought Stephen was gonna get snookered.
That was a tricky, delicate shot. So actually, it's quite weird. But Aaron, the fact that he has 7 balls, it helps him because he's got a lot more to hide behind. So this frame is not over, not by a long shot. That was a good shot by Stephen. So if Aaron gets a ball in hand, he'd be totally able to finish off this. So actually, quite so if Aaron gets a ball in hand, he'd be totally able to finish off this. So actually, it's quite over, not by a long shot. That was a good shot by Stephen. So if Aaron gets the ball in hand, he'd be totally able to finish off this. So this frame is not over, not by a long shot. That was a good shot by Stephen. He'd be totally able to finish off this. So this frame is not over, not by a long shot. Uh, so if Aaron gets the ball in hand, he'd be totally able to finish off this. So actually, quite. So if Aaron gets the ball in hand, he'd be totally able to. Not by a long shot. That was a good shot by Stephen. In hand, he'd be totally able to finish off this. That was a good shot by Stephen. So if Aaron gets the ball in hand, he'd be totally able to finish off this. So actually, quite. So if Aaron gets the ball in hand, he'd be totally able to finish off this. So we've had a lengthy debate and review on the streaming and a whole lot, and we couldn't make a decision whether it did or didn't. We know the ball rocked ever so slightly as it lay to rest, but it could have. Anyway, the decision is that the players are happy enough to in fairness to Jinxie, he was happy enough to say play on. It wasn't obvious, um, and, and that was an outrageously good shot, and he's going to finish anyway, 8-5. Yeah, outrageously good finish. Well done. That was a great finish. He, yeah, what a comeback from Stephen. So he was behind for a while, um,
Then he won.
and then he's won. Absolutely.